I cannot figure out. The water's going to help me not feel weak?
Honestly, I feel weak, and I think it's because of the water as well. I think this is the first glass of water I'm having today.
You think my water is poisoning you, so you're weak?
No, I haven't drank any water today.
This is my first water.
You need to both drink water.
I was busy.
I also ate only a couple bites of that half of a bagel. I'm just a frail girl. I've eaten nothing today. I just had a chicken pot pie, bagel, water, a soda, a pink berry, a spaghetti, a Taco Bell, a
She didn't have any of
chicken,
those things.
a
Ketchup, ranch.
ketchup. I literally
Oh, she actually has had today.
actually only had a few bites of a bagel.
Ketchup ranch.
Just ketchup ranch, nothing else.
And a
just
chai tea.
condiments in my mouth. And a chai tea. I barely drank
Chai
the
tea
chai
latte.
tea because they fucked it up and gave me a hot one.
We were at
Who did
Chandra's
the hot chai.
We were at Chandra's clown show rehearsal. If you're listening, come see Chandra's clown show.
Don't murder me there. That would suck.
Okay. Yeah. Don't murder
You're
Chandra.
plugging into randos.
It's always going to be plugged to randos. It's an open show that people can buy tickets
but like
to.
they don't know who I am. Like people wouldn't know who I was. Versus people on here who I've pissed off and going, now we know where she's going to be
How
all
do you
of
think
June.
the world works?
I don't know.
You're advertising it on your page, and we are tagging it.
I don't think
to
people
us.
look at stuff. People don't connect those dots.
All right. Welcome to Hug It Out, bitch. We're back for an episode, and Offer Refused came out June 26th, 2005.
Episode 3? 4?
4 of season what, Chandra?
4. 2.
Okay, good.
Too many.
I didn't know if you were going to get that right.
Obviously, how stupid am I?
You asked if this was in the 80s or the 90s in the first episode.
I just didn't even think about what was going on.
We have to let things go from the beginning.
Yeah,
We're
that's
moving on.
crazy. We've moved on. We've lost listeners just from that. So why would you repeat it? He literally said, "This bitch doesn't know her decades." This podcast lost all credibility.
We're going to go on talk about what happened. The episode this week of Entourage came out. Okay. June 20th. Batman Begins flew to the top of the weekend box office charts.
I like that you had to say flew, like it was Batman literally flying to the top of the box office.
Batman
charts.
can't fly, though.
And he flies. He's like
not flying. He's falling.
He's like Buzz Lightyear.
Falling with style.
Falling with style. Which is crazy that Vinny ever didn't want to do Aquaman when he lives in a world of Batman doing so well.
Yeah, it is weird. Like, they were like, a serious Batman movie. And then they were like, what if it was a serious Aquaman movie? I guess they really are paralleling. They're paying attention because that would have been announced way earlier.
You think so? You think that they shaped it from that?
Yeah.
I would say they're paralleling Spider-Man.
No.
They're
Tobey
Chandra hasn't seen
Maguire.
yet.
they're matching, I think, the arc more of like a Tobey Maguire rather than a Christian Bale.
Like how Toby did Seabiscuit and then he did Spider-Man.
Yep.
Seabiscuit was so bad.
But we watched it all the time for some reason.
We watched it quite a
We
few
watched a
times.
lot of Seabiscuit as kids.
Because our mom just likes horse movies.
Yeah.
Any movie with a horse.
And my
horse,
dad likes
water horse.
boring drama movies. And so Seabiscuit was in our house a lot.
Road to Hidalgo.
It's just called Hidalgo. You're mixing it with Road to El Dorado. Hidalgo's a movie. Road to El Dorado's
You know what movie is actually so good?
What?
Stripes. Racing Stripes.
We're moving on.
It's a great movie.
Where
It's not
the
a great
zebra
movie.
is a racing horse. And it was the image of him with like flies and stuff. And yeah. So
And they
good.
talk, and all the animals
Yeah,
talk.
I love seeing animals talk.
Like Sheep Detective.
Talk more.
June 22nd. Bangkok, Thailand. Thai policemen with waistlines larger than 40 inches have been ordered to reduce their weight in order to look good when they direct traffic, the police department announced.
What?
Yep. This is the day I was struggling.
They're their traffic coordinators?
In 2005. This is the one I struggled to find like news for this day that would be like fun to talk about. And I
No,
was like, I
this
guess
is fun. This is the best one. That's crazy.
Then you're not going to like the next
Also,
one.
what if your waistline, you just physically can't do that?
Then you don't get to be a police officer in Thailand.
What? Everybody has to be like sexy in Thailand?
Do you think it's to separate people from the American cops? Like who's the police cop on The Simpsons?
Wiggums, Officer Wiggums.
Like the Officer Wiggums stereotype.
They're like, we won't be
We don't
Officer
wanna
Wiggums here.
We don't want that here in Thailand.
Well, it's so like in White Lotus when what's his face talks about how he went to Thailand and was with all those sex workers.
Yeah,
It
Sam
just
Rockwell.
tracks. It just tracks that everyone has to be sexy in Thailand.
This is a fetishization issue that we're.
I
getting
don't.
into.
I don't.
It's the Thai government to the cops.
I've never said
I
let me go
didn't
to
say it.
Thailand to find sexy people. The government's doing it. The government is saying, yo, you gotta have this. You gotta have a snatched waist.
Not to run or do anything. to direct traffic.
No, yeah. It's not like for fitness
To
reasons.
stand there
it's
like
so everyone
this.
can look at you and you'd be like, voguing. You're literally voguing as you're directing cars.
So you're not gonna like the next news then.
Why?
June 23rd, or maybe you will. June 20th. If you don't like it, actually, that's bad. June 23rd, elderly former Ku Klux Klan member Edgar Ray Kellen was sentenced to 60 years in prison for the 1964 killing of 3 civil rights workers, the notorious crime that galvanized the civil rights movement and inspired the 1988 movie Mississippi Burning. Circuit Judge Marcus Gordon handed down the maximum possible sentence for the 80-year-old former Baptist preacher, a punishment which will likely keep him in prison for the rest of his life.
I have 2 thoughts. Why would I not like this news? Why would I be like, justice for this KKK guy? 2, it's like all of your notes that you write, there's so much unnecessary information in there. I don't need to know the judge's name. I just don't.
You do.
I don't need to know that. There's so much.
There are a
like,
couple
you're
reasons you wouldn't
losing
like
the
it.
reasons.
Because, it sucks that Ku Klux KKK members ever existed. I don't want them to exist.
But that's just the truth.
So then
I can't be like, I don't like that he was arrested because I wish they never existed. It's like, that doesn't make sense.
The other reason is, okay, so he killed these guys in 1964 and he's getting sentenced to prison in 2005?
No, it's bullshit. They get to live their lives. There should be a way when people get away with stuff, bad stuff, and they're like really old and we're sentencing them. There should be a way that we can like only reverse their lifespan and like their time and steal it back away from them. Like a time travel just for that person where we bring them back and we go, actually, you're punished at 20. So now you've lost your whole life.
We should rewind their lifespan?
Well, that's just the one thing that is so unfair when those people get sentenced and they're like 95.
Chandra's not rewinding to stop the crime. She's rewinding to make sure they spend good years in jail.
Or we have a VR headset we stick on their head, and really it's only been like a day or something or whatever. It's like whatever, however long they have left to live. If they're 95, going to die like 100, and there's like 5 years, and they have this headset on them, but the headset makes them feel like it's been a million years.
Don't you hate the
Of
episode
torture.
of
I hate
Black
that episode
Mirror?
of Rick and Morty. Oh,
Rick
Black
and Morty
Mirror.
episode?
The Rick and Morty episode where Morty is like, they're like in some alien place, and he puts his head in this video game, and the video game is that he
That
lives,
is a bit within the
that
episode.
he lives it fucked me up. That he lives this whole life. He has children. He experiences death, all these things, and then they rip him out. He's like, my family. Horrible. It reminds me of The Lamp. You're not on The Lamp Reddit. The guy who lived his life, he had this amazing life with his family, and like it was so amazing. He had a wife and everything in a house, and then he was like, this one lamp in his house just always looked weird. So then he was like, what is wrong with this lamp? And then one day he realized the lamp was the through line that told him that he was basically in a simulation.
I'm sorry. So
I don't know if it's a true story.
You know it's not a true story. What do you mean you don't know it's a true story? It's very clearly made up.
No, I could have happened to someone.
No.
No, it was. The guy was in a coma. It was something like that. I think it was something like the guy was in a coma and he lived this whole life in his coma.
I didn't have time to look this shit up.
And there was something wrong with the lamp. And then he found out he was in a coma because of the lamp. But he was like, and he woke up out of his coma and he was like, my family. It was like same as Rick and Morty.
Don't worry, Ben. We're not doing a 3-hour episode today.
It's already starting that way.
Lamp Reddit?
Yeah.
You guys aren't on Lamp Reddit?
Look it
You
up.
don't know about
That's
coma
great. That's
patients?
Okay, comment below if you know what I'm talking about.
Okay. So the episode. Oh, I scrolled up so I could read you the thing. Episode 4, Season 2, An Offer Refused. Financial troubles mount for Vince and his new mansion. To make matters worse, the Aquaman offer isn't yet official, and Eric learns that Vince is no longer the frontrunner. Drama wants to have cosmetic surgery to augment his calves.
This was an anime filler episode, but let's keep talking.
This was not an anime filler episode. A major plot point happens in this episode.
What plot point?
He might not be Aquaman.
Does he lose Aquaman? If he doesn't lose Aquaman, fuck this. Fuck filler. Filler fuck.
No, this is plot.
Keep
Also,
going.
I am tired of filler being used to describe episodes that's a filler episode is when the manga hasn't caught up to the anime, so you have to wait for the story in the manga to catch up. It's not for when you're building a story out.
Okay, weeb.
So this episode starts. We're walking around the mansion. Shauna's like, this place is beautiful. And Drama's like, I'm going to decorate it with a bunch of reds.
She's like, good job, Vinny. Look at what you did, this house. And I'm like, he didn't do anything but just spend money he didn't have. It's not even like it's decorated. It's not even like he did something creative to
Drama
it.
offers to decorate it because he almost went to Parsons.
Yeah. And she said, I don't know that. And then she goes, your house has leopard print and red. And I said, wow, I want to live at Drama's house.
Every day you and
Sorry,
Drama become
has
more
style.
similar people.
Sorry, Drama knows what the fuck is up. He lost me the leather. I'm not into leather, but
Okay, so then Shauna asked Vinny when he's gonna cut Drama off.
yeah. And then she was like, I've been supporting my brother 15 years, and he lives in a truck. And I was like,
van outside of Target.
I feel bad for your brother.
Yeah, but she left him out to dry. Apparently,
Shauna, you're brutal as fuck.
Well, we know Shauna's brutal as fuck. It's why she can hang with the boys. She's brutal.
True.
Shauna's like, do you want to use my decorator? Vinny's like, yes. Vinny's like, thanks. I'm
I
gonna go.
felt for Drama so hard in this moment because I hate when I have a plan and then someone else comes in and just like if you weren't here, I would still be the decorator. If Shauna wasn't there,
Drama was ever gonna be the decorator.
if Shauna wasn't there, I'd be making the house the way that it should be. But Shauna goes, no. He needs to do this random architectural. You'll have your house on Architectural Digest.
No, you should get a professional who's good at it, or your brother who says he wants to decorate it in reds.
It also made me be like, I'm never watching AD anymore, or Open Door, or whatever that shit is. Because I thought these people were doing these houses themselves.
Oh, you thought that?
I thought that these celebs were saying, I want this, like this, and this, and this, and this. You hired somebody?
Yeah.
So then why isn't the lady or the person who was hired doing the tour? Why am I getting Wiz Khalifa and freaking Emily Blunt showing me their houses acting like they did that shit?
I love how it took you so long to get a second name after
No,
Wiz
because the one I'm
Khalifa.
trying to think of was
Oh, you're thinking of real episodes of this?
Oh yeah, I've watched so much Architectural Digest.
I don't watch Architectural Digest.
I love watching people's
But
houses.
also, you wouldn't watch it if it was rando designer shows around house.
I would.
Are you trying to think of Dakota Johnson?
No, I'm trying to think of the one from because I really liked her.
Are
house.
you also watching
From-
Architectural Digest Open Door?
Of course, I love
from
that
Pretty
stuff.
Little Liars?
What is wrong with you
Pretty Little
guys?
Liars. Shane,
Would
the Asian
Will?
girl from Pretty Little Liars.
I don't know her name. I think
Did
she was.
die?
No.
Who's the one who died in the pool? Oh, that's Glee. That's something completely different. This girl's totally alive. Sorry.
So anyway,
No. But the one I will believe that celebrity did her house herself would be Lily Allen. That shit is fucking crazy. That is the most overstimulating house I've ever set foot into. Everything is so gaudy and crazy. I kind of love it. Like, give me some money and I'm turning into Lily Allen. Also, I will say, obsessed with that album. Don't know what it's called, but know every single song on it. The one where she's in the
I've
hoodie and
never
she's
listened to
calling
it.
out. She's calling out what's his face for cheating on her a bunch.
yeah, I know. I've never listened to it.
Oh my god, I've listened to the entire album. I have every song memorized. They are so bad.
no interest in listening to it.
No, it's not good. But it's low key like listening to a podcast. Like I listen and because none of it rhymes. She's like, and then you cheated on me and told me we'd be in a poly relationship, but I didn't really want that. But I really wanted this really fancy sink, and then we got the sink, and then we're like, the kids need to go to a school for $100,000, and then it's like the entire album is that, and I love it. I love it.
Okay, so then they have this little conversation. Vinny goes, I need to go christen the bathroom. So Vinny's going to go
Take a fat
take
shit.
a shit.
I didn't know that we were doing shit jokes.
I really wanted to get to this poop joke, but you were just talking about Lily Allen forever. And I was like, but Vinny's about to christen the bathroom.
Yeah, that was crazy that he said that.
So we now know. We're like, okay, so Vinny goes to take a huge shit.
And Vinny loves talking about his poo-poos, I guess.
He's a poop guy. And she shouts like, to think all this started from a Vicks commercial. So you know.
Vicks Vapor Rub?
Yeah, that's how Vinny's career started.
I could so see
Vicks
that for
Vapor Rub
Vinny.
commercial.
I could see that. He's like, he would be in Mucinex.
That's a different thing.
No, Mucinex is actually really bad. He would never be Mucinex. He would be mogging. He'd be mogging on Vicks Vapor Rub. Like, I'm sick. Rub it on my chest.
And then he'd be like, but now I feel
He'd be
so
like
much better and I'm
shirtless.
handsome.
And then wind blowing in his hair. He's like, my sinuses are cleared out.
Okay.
Just like my skin.
So as soon as Vinny disappears, Shauna goes to talk shit behind his back. She walks up to the guys and is like, you guys worried you're going to sink $3 million in this? And Turtle goes, I think 10.
Yeah. And then she's like, "You're cool as a cucumber, E."
And he's like, I like to
He's
just go with the
never
flow now. Which
No.
what? It's
He's-
because he has
and
money.
he's-
What are you talking about? Go with the flow.
It's because he can pay for it now because he's doing Aquaman. Like that's not go
That's
with the
not
flow.
going with the flow.
It's also you don't have any control. You just can't deal with. You can't.
So then they're doing the Aquaman announcement coming out in Variety tomorrow. They're arguing about what picture it's going to be. And Drama tells Shauna to be nice to him because he's going in for surgery.
Wait, what did she say? Mean to Drama? I can't remember.
She just keeps talking shit on him.
All right, whatever. Yeah, he's getting.
We're gonna have to cut that.
And
part.
then I
This is
was
unprofessional as fuck. Thank you. Just
What?
roll with it. If I don't have it written down, I rush to do these notes.
What's unprofessional?
Just keep going.
Me or Sienna? Siena's being unprofessional again. Fuck.
Sienna is upset, I believe, that you are making it clear she was not professional enough to write down the line.
Yes.
Is that true?
Yes. I try to write down
She
everything.
wrote in every script.
I write down so many lines and I was going so fast, and I missed that one. I'm so sorry.
No one's mad.
No,
You're the
we're
only
not
one who's
mad.
mad.
The
You're the
viewers will
only
be
one-
mad,
No.
not you guys. We're
She
cutting
said-
all this.
She said some joke to him.
We're leaving this in.
No, we're not.
But they changed his. Then he goes. I'm getting surgery done, and he's like, it's personal, or whatever. And then Turtle says that he's getting his
Botched circumcision.
his
finish.
botch, and I believed it. It was halfway through the episode. I was like, oh, so he doing both?
He's doing.
I was so confused. I was like, so he's doing the
Fixing
penis,
his-
and on top of that, he's like, let
his
me also get my.
botched circumcision and his calves at the same time.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
That went right over me. I was like, wow, he's doing double surgery. That's kind of crazy.
No, that was a joke. He's just getting his calves done. Walsh calls, and he's like, we got into Sundance. Billy Walsh is the director of Queens Boulevard, in case anyone forgot. And then they're so excited they got into Sundance. And they're like, he's like, if you guys go out tonight to celebrate, call me and I'll come. And so Walsh hangs up and E tells them, we're in Sundance. Queens Boulevard got into Sundance. And Vinny says, E, you did it.
E did nothing.
E did nothing.
What did E do to get him into Sundance?
He didn't put the project together.
What? Yeah.
He didn't direct it.
He
didn't
just
write it.
happens
He
to
didn't
get a
act in
call
it.
from somebody else who said, I put this into Sundance, and it got in. Also,
He didn't make
I'm
the
sorry,
deal.
How sad would that be if they hadn't gotten into Sundance? Because he won Sundance last year, the guy, Billy Walsh. So, I'm sorry. I had the same reaction as Ari. And what? And what?
We're not there yet.
This is baby walk. This is baby stuff.
Okay,
Continue.
my
Sundance is great, but if you won Sundance
yes, you won
last
Sundance
year
and you don't even
your
get in the next year.
lead is being Aquaman, that would be embarrassing if you didn't get in.
Yes, I agree with you. I just want to point out that E didn't do anything.
You're skipping the part where Turtle gets the big TV. That's important. You have to say that.
Fine. Apparently, I skipped when a big TV gets brought in and Turtle goes,
yes,
the bigger
yes,
TV?
yes,
That's mine.
yes, yes,
the little TV?
yes.
That's Vinny.
He
No,
said-
I'm not lying.
Turtle literally says that the 70 inches for me. Trust me, Vinny wanted the small one. He's like, dude, ask Vinny, I swear. And I was like, yes, Turtle, yes, correct.
Too big a TV
I
is
would
stressful.
be doing the same. I love a big TV. Give me a
No.
big TV. Give me a big TV. And give me a big TV that comes out of the foot of my bed
That's from Gilmore Girls.
and goes back in. It's from everything.
I've never seen that in anything but Gilmore Girls.
I'm sure right now Jeff Bezos has 30 of those.
Lloyd lets E in to talk to Ari. E tells Ari the big news, and Ari goes, you know the station agent? No one saw it. And then Ari's a fucking piece of shit about Peter Dinklage.
That was wrong.
I was
That was so wrong.
mad.
And he was so rude about Peter Dinklage. Put some respect on Peter Dinklage's name. He's an elf. He's in so many things.
I made him laugh, and I think it was the best day of my life.
Let's not let Sienna talk about it.
No,
Move on.
I want to
Listen-
talk about working with Peter Dinklage. It was so good. He's
She
so
was just like,
talented.
how did you make him
and
laugh? How
funny
did you make
and
him
smart.
laugh?
I don't even remember. I just remember feeling so good. And then him and Ethan were talking all about their friendship, and I was like, I've never felt cooler or better or hotter.
They were talking about their friendship without you.
Oh yeah, I was just sitting between
You
them
were
while
just
they were
like, I
talking about
happen
it.
to be here.
Well, I started asking questions about it too, and he was just so cool. And he's so good at acting. He's so fucking good at acting.
Did he say your name?
Yes, he said my name.
Said
We met. We
Sienna?
worked together.
He said Sienna.
Yes.
Can we go to the next scene?
But I wrote down more things about Peter Dinklage.
Let's talk about how Turtle made that snowboard look good.
Oh yeah. Well,
Oh.
no, first we have to,
Sienna's distracting me from everything. She's not doing a good job laying out this stuff. Where are we right now?
we're still in Ari's office. E came in. He gives him the snowboard that Turtle made of
That Turtle
Queens
made.
Boulevard.
Did Turtle paint it? Or did Turtle have it made?
I think he just painted it.
Wait, since when is Turtle an artist? Artiste.
We don't even care if Turtle's an artist. They just blaze right past it.
Right?
Turtle is a multi-talented guy.
They did an amazing art on a snowboard, and they said, Turtle did it. And it's like, wait, why are we not talking about this? And Turtle has the best TV in the house.
So that happens. Ari's a piece of shit about Peter Dinklage and pissed me the fuck off. And then E defends Peter Dinklage by saying he's doing a movie with Vin Diesel, as if that is...
And then he says,
like
he is so stupid. He's the stupidest guy ever. And then he says, what is it, Kindergarten 2 or whatever?
That was Ari, and he says, is it Twins 2?
Twins 2.
Ari is being like a dick and talking about other things because he's trying to hide from E that they don't have the Aquaman deal yet.
I think he's trying to hide from him. I think he's pissed at E. And he's pissed at E because that's the reason they don't have the Aquaman deal yet. They all sat on it. And then he goes, we don't have the Aquaman deal yet because you guys waited way too long because you had to get Drama as the private chef? Why does he have to be the private chef on set?
He's getting everybody paid. Vinny's getting every single person in his entourage paid on Aquaman.
It's giving Adam Sandler.
And so, yeah. And so, or Kevin Smith. We love
and
Kevin Smith.
That Turtle's paid for being a driver?
Yeah.
Also, why can't Vinny just pay them out of his own pocket?
What?
Vinny's making how many millions?
Because he wants to take money from the studio. He's like the studio.
Yeah, and then you lose the gigs, so then you lose the money for everybody.
Well, so they've been going back and forth. The deal hasn't come back yet, and E starts to panic because they just bought the house, and Ari's like, "I didn't tell you to do a 10-day escrow."
I don't know what that means, but I
That's how long you have to back out of buying a house.
Should have done a 1,000,000-day escrow.
A 1,000,000-day, then you can't move in. You're not moving in for 1,000,000 days. Then what are you talking about?
Well, just so you could back out.
So anyway, we cut to Drama. He's in a waiting room to get a consult for his calf surgery, and there's a bunch of women there with like great boob jobs, and he asks one of them what their doctor is, and it's his doctor.
He just says Dr. Green or whatever,
yeah.
And she's like, yeah, he goes, he does good work. Crazy. I love Drama because even when he's checking somebody out, he doesn't do it too creepy.
Well,
it's
he
like
does it in a
respect.
weird way.
It's like a respect.
It is a respect. He respects women
It's
for
like
being
I will
hot.
also be getting my work done.
Well, no, he hides that because they call Drama up to go and talk, and he goes, I'm getting a gift for my girlfriend. She goes, oh, that's too bad. You have a girlfriend?
And he's like,
fuck! Gonna fuck this girl, but I said I had a girlfriend.
Yeah, just say you're vulnerable and you need your calves
If he had been honest, he could have fucked that lady, maybe.
Yeah.
Okay. So then he goes into the doctor, and he says he's a double victim of genetics because his dad offered no child support and no calves.
I agree with that.
Such a you.
I wonder what Vinny's calves look like.
Well, he's a different dad.
Oh, he does.
And they say he has good calves. Yeah, they share a mom.
I forgot.
And then he says to the doctor he has to get his calves done because he's an actor by trade, but his legs are his livelihood, and explains that he likes his thighs, his ankles, and he thinks he has aesthetic knees, but his calves are bad.
He likes his ankles, which is crazy. Who likes their ankles? I know people who don't like their ankles. But
I like my ankles.
Mom was always obsessed with cankles.
Well, Mom was obsessed with cankles.
She was always like, that person has cankles.
But I thought cankles were kind of hot for a while.
I did too. I was like, those are big legs.
Yeah, they're strong legs.
I like big legs.
So we both thought cankles were hot. Interesting.
Yeah.
And so they're like, okay, well, we can get this surgery going. And as Drama leaves, Drama's getting up to go. The meeting's over. He's at the door. And the doctor goes, by the way, it's $10,000.
Yeah.
You wouldn't say that when he's sitting down?
10,000. By the way, 10,000. And he's like, you take SAG insurance? Love that.
And we cut out because clearly he doesn't take SAG insurance. And we go to a decorator showing Vinny and the gang, Jennifer and Brad's house. Jennifer Aniston and Brad's house.
So they, in the beginning, say they have the best interior designer and it's going to be $150,000. And then they proceed to show you the fuggliest decor I've ever seen in my life. They're like, there's Jen and Brad's house. There's, oh my God, my favorite, David Schwimmer.
Yeah, we looked at David
His
Schwimmer's
house. So ugly. Everything was hideous. The most hideous thing I've ever seen. And you pay for somebody to do that to your house?
It's interesting. We have such different takeaways because I don't really care about houses that much. You're talking about that. But I like that Turtle asks if he can get a picture of Jen in the tub. And Sean is like, I'll tell Brad Pitt. And he goes, I'll slap Brad Pitt in the face.
He goes, honey, you don't know where we're from. He's like, we're from the Bronx or whatever. He's like, I'll slap Brad Pitt right across the face. I was like, yes, please do.
It's so crazy.
Somebody needs to slap the fuck out of Brad Pitt.
That's where... Turtle doesn't go fight him. He doesn't go beat him up. He goes slap him in the face.
He's like, yeah, and that's true because Brad Pitt's not fighting anybody. Brad Pitt's weak as hell.
So we show David Schwimmer's house, and then we cut to Drama, and he's boxing with Chris. Where'd my notes go on this? Chris Penn.
Who is Chris Penn?
My notes are missing on Chris Penn.
Who is
it's
Chris
crazy.
Penn?
Chris Penn is Sean Penn's younger brother, right? Yeah, Chris Penn's.
They
Sean
have
Penn's
the
younger brother.
same kind of like high pitched Brooklyn accent.
That's not. I don't even know what you think is happening there, but
That's his voice.
Amber did say, "I can't wait to see Chandra do an impression
She
of this
said
guy."
that to me too. I was like, I don't have an impression. I'm walking here. I'm walking here. You want to get fought? You want to get punched in the face? Drama. You did bad job on my paint. Also, why was Drama painting his house?
I don't know. So Chris Penn,
Since when is Drama just doing
Drama?
any work around town?
Drama comes to ask Chris Penn for $3,000 that he claims Chris Penn stiffed him. Chris Penn says, "No, you did a bad job, so I didn't pay you."
He goes, I gave you two.
I gave you $2,000, and then I had to have someone else paint over your job.
Yeah. Why was Drama ever painting his house?
I told you.
Why is Melrose Place ex-actor painting your house?
I want the drama prequel. I told you.
I know. That's what I'm
The drama
saying.
prequel I want so badly.
Him just running around trying to hustle money.
I don't know why we made Better Call Saul when we could have had the drama prequel.
Mhm. They should bring it back now.
Yeah, I would watch it. So anyway, Chris is like, "Are you in trouble?" And Drama is like, "No, I want to get elective surgery for my calves." And Chris is like, "No, I'm not giving you money for elective surgery."
He said, I'll give you for a shrink.
And then Drama goes, "I'll beat you up, and then you can give me the money." And he's like, "Yeah, come and fucking fight me." And so we leave them. They're gonna fight,
Yeah.
and we go to Ari peeing when Dana Gordon calls him.
Why is that crazy? Guy's gotta pee.
But why did they choose to put Ari? They're like, Ari should be doing when he gets a phone
guy.
call.
He's
Pissing.
being busy. What do you want him sitting there picking his nose on the couch? He's a busy guy. He's busy. He's always working or peeing.
He's always working and peeing.
Or screaming at his wife.
I just, he could have been at his desk, could have been doing paperwork, could have been doing anything. But they're like, so Ari's peeing. He gets a phone call.
Yeah, so
Dana
then the lady can also be like, "Are you peeing right now, Ari?"
Yeah, she calls him out for it.
And then he can be like, "Remember when we fucked in Mexico?"
Yes.
And she was like, "That wasn't even Mexico."
Well, that's later.
Oh.
But he's like, "So is Vinny still gonna be Aquaman?" And she's like, "Yes, it's all fine. We're gonna get his deal back to him." And Ari's like, "Thank God." Hangs up. And then we're back with them decorating. Shauna and everyone are looking at an aquarium, and they're like, Oscar De La Hoya.
Crazy that lady was like, "You're doing one movie, Aquaman. You haven't even done it yet. Aquarium in the house.
That's a career.
That's
a career-defining movie, though.
that's fine. Can we do any of the other interior design before we just start thinking aquarium? That's not even interior design. That's just called having money and say stick an aquarium there.
What do you think interior design is when you have money? Is stick an aquarium there?
No, interior design is like patterns and textures and so much more than that.
Nope.
Vibes and
It's how many sharks do you want? One shark is 5,000. The other shark is 11,000.
but they need a buddy.
And Oscar De La Hoya has an aquarium in his house, and he's a boxer player. He's a boxer.
Boxer player.
He's a box player. So anyway, they're talking about getting a couple of sharks for the house, and E is like, "We don't need sharks," and Turtle's like, "Yes, we need sharks."
I love that. I love when he says, "Yes, we need sharks."
Ridiculous.
Because they do need sharks. Turtle is always correct. He needs big TV and sharks.
So Ari calls E and is like, "Don't worry, it's gonna be okay. Vince is gonna get Aquaman."
Yeah.
And we move on, and we think maybe we should get some sharks. I don't know.
I do think that they should get
They
sharks.
should not get sharks.
If you're going to get an aquarium, I'm not getting some freaking clownfish. I'm getting clownfish.
I'm getting a mantis shrimp.
What is that?
They're these
A
shrimps,
big shrimp?
and they have
Would you
these-
eat it?
No, they have these big.
It's like how turtles like get lobsters.
They have these big claws, and they go so fast they heat up water around them, and they can break glass, and they just kill fishes by punching them right in the face. And they can see more colors than anyone else in
They're
the world.
just breaking your glass and killing every fish that's
I have to
in
get
this
a.
tank.
There's no fish in the tank. It's only one mantis shrimp.
This is crazy.
I wanted a mantis shrimp for a long time now.
Well, then get it.
I don't have money to get a mantis shrimp. I'm not Aquaman.
I wouldn't have an aquarium. I would have an otter. I would have an otter area, and I would have an otter that I play with and hang out with all the time. Otter would love to live with me.
How do you say the stupidest thing?
It's not. It's correct. I would have an otter.
Otters are
love
violent.
otters.
They work for.
No,
They're
they are
they're
not. That
so
is slander.
violent that the
That's
CIA
like people being
said
like
this-
pit bulls are violent.
No, it's not. They were so violent that the CIA said we can't work with these guys. They're fucking psychopaths.
Yeah, because they hate the CIA. Everyone
That's
hates the
not
fucking
why.
CIA. Good for otters. Otter IA is against CIA.
When you go to the aquarium and you're like, I forgot an otter would be here. That's
Yeah.
the best thing at the
It's the
aquarium.
best part. They're running around playing, having a good time.
Chandra's nailed this. This is
No,
the correct.
this is
thing.
Otters.
incorrect.
I would have otters.
Mantis shrimp.
Or I want like at the aquarium when you can touch the
I
rays.
want the stingrays.
Whale
Stingrays.
fish?
No, the little
The manta
stingray
rays?
thing.
I like whale
Stingrays.
shark.
I like the bat rays.
That's
the
too
best.
big. You can't have whale shark.
Yeah, what the fuck?
Well, I'm having a motor around my
It's
house.
the biggest animal.
I'm sorry. You said you're having a what in your house?
No, not whale shark. The little one. That's tiger shark. Tiger shark. Tiger
That's
shark.
okay.
I like tiger shark. I'm having
Whale
a moat.
shark is one of the biggest.
I'm having
animals.
a moat around my house.
You're gonna have a whale shark in your moat around your house.
Yes. I won't fall in.
It's
And if I fall
ridiculous.
in, then somebody else gets my house.
So we come back to Drama, and Drama is getting his ass fucking kicked by Chris Penn, Sean Penn's
Which we
brother.
all knew was going to happen because he doesn't have any calves. So much of it's in your calves. You got to stay on your toes the entire time.
He, by the way, Chris Penn, noted as a skilled character actor, he was typically cast as a tough character, featured in villain or working class thug, or in a comic
I
role.
have not seen that guy in anything
He was in
else.
All the Right Moves, The Wildlife, Footloose, Pale Rider, At Close Range, Reservoir Dogs, True Romance,
Ooh.
Shortcuts, Thanks
True
for Everything,
Romance.
To Wong Fu. To Wong Fu, Thanks for Everything, Julie Newmar. I don't know, skip that one. The Boys Club, Rush Hour, Corky Romano, Starsky and Hutch.
Okay, I eat my words. He's in a lot of things.
He was Eddie in the action adventure game Grand Theft Auto San Andreas.
He's Eddie?
I don't know. Yeah, he's Eddie, I guess.
Oh my gosh, that's crazy. I wonder if they're going to... Oh. Ben already told me.
That he's dead.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was found dead in his apartment
Why?
on June 24th, 2006. Like a
Why?
year after this episode came out. At the age of 40, an autopsy revealed the primary cause for his death was non-specific cardiomyopathy.
So he wasn't as fit?
No,
But he beat Drama.
he did beat the shit out of Drama before he died.
But Drama's also just weak. Drama's always trying to have like a snatched waist. And
Then why was Drama gonna fight Gary Busey if he's so weak? For Turtle.
It's Gary Busey, bro. Gary Busey's not strong.
Gary Busey said, "I'll knock you down, pull you up by your teeth." He had that crazy speech.
Can I say something about the Gary Busey thing? Part of the reason why his acting career fell off is because he had a massive motorcycle accident and a brain issue.
No, is that
and
what
so
happened?
so on Entourage, they were like, we want him on the show, but he cannot remember lines. So when they cast him, they were like, you do it. We're gonna just put you down and you talk and you say whatever you want to say.
So they just riffed everything with Gary Busey?
They had the idea of the scene, but they were like,
Whatever
he
he's gonna
can't
say is
do
he's gonna
lines.
say.
He can't say any lines memorized.
Different take now. Gary Busey's a genius. He has said some of the funniest lines in Entourage. None of the writers have credit for them.
He
apparently.
wrote it himself.
Just
He wrote
Gary
it
Busey
himself.
has credit for the character of Gary Busey in Entourage.
I might cut this out. This because Gary Busey
No,
will be in the
keep
show
it.
again.
Respect on
we might
Gary
be talking
Busey.
about this again.
No, keep it here.
No, we love Gary Busey.
All right.
So anyway, Drama gets his ass kicked, and Chris Penn says to him, "I'm gonna lose this weight, but you're never gonna get smart."
And then he said, go ask for the money from your brother. Which, yeah. Why didn't you go there first, dumbass?
So Vinny, E, and Turtle arrive at the Pacific Design Center, and E is complaining that he doesn't want to spend $50,000.
That's the
on a
Pacific
tank.
Design Center in
Yep.
West Hollywood?
Yep, that's Pacific Design. Did you not recognize it? We lost your dog in front of there.
No, did we see the outside? In
Yes,
the
we
show?
see the
Oh,
outside.
I don't think
We
I was
see the
paying
rolling
attention
grass
enough.
part. We see where
We
they
did.
where they
Tipsy
open up
went
zinc.
crazy there.
Yeah, Tipsy got off leash there.
Yeah. We also saw Pammy Anderson there.
We did see Pamela Anderson, the last showgirl, and it was an audience full of creeps. I felt bad for her.
It was upsetting.
It was weird.
We were the only not creepy people.
Yeah, and then she just got rushed on the stage. All these creepy guys just came up, and we were like, okay, I guess we're leaving now.
Pacific Design Center. You'd think the design inside would be fucking better than that. That shit is ugly.
Well, they see Drama all beat up, and they're like, Drama, you always get your ass kicked by Chris Penn.
They're like,
So now we know that he just keeps
fighting
getting
with
his
him.
ass beat
He's
by this
going
guy.
out and be like, I'm stronger than you, bro. And the guy's like, all right, let's go.
Inside the design center, E says Vinny cannot pay $10,000 for his calves. And Drama is like, is your name Vinny? I didn't ask you to pay $10,000
I love when he
for my
says
calves.
that. He goes, is your name Vinny? I'm not talking to you, bitch.
But then Vinny's like, I don't want to spend that's crazy, Drama. It's crazy for me to buy you $10,000
for
calves.
calves. He's like, your calves are fine.
And he...
But his calves are not fine.
And Drama's like,
I
I've
would
never
also do
asked you for any money in my life. I just
Yeah.
live with you for free, and you pay my.
Is this when they ask if it's gonna look real or not?
Yes, this is where they're like, is
And
it
he
gonna look
gives
real?
it's like all those girls on Instagram where it's like it like says nothing else and it's like under the muscle, blah 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 blah.
He says they're gonna
He's
put
like-
the implant under the muscle to make
Yeah.
the calf look and feel real.
Yeah.
And Turtle goes, "You think girls sit around and talk about
Like,
like his calves real, his
Are
calves fake,
are
like
cool
we
with
do?"
real calves? Are we cool with fake calves? How many people do you think actually have fake calves out there?
15.
That's it.
Mm-hmm.
No
I
shot.
looked it up.
You did not look that up.
I looked it up.
And it said 15 people ever.
15 people
have had
ever.
that surgery.
I've had calf surgery.
People are having under the table or something.
I made this up.
Oh, fuck off. I was like 15. Idiot. You're a
I don't-
fucking idiot.
When you said ever, I was like,
15.
I'm going with it. No, I don't know how many fucking people have calf surgery.
I would get calf surgery. I would get all the surgeries if I didn't have to experience the surgery.
Do not get all the surgeries.
Not all of them. Some of them.
So then they go up and they look at some ugly furniture. Vinny lays on a couch that looks uncomfortable and then says,
So
"This
uncomfortable.
couch is so comfortable I could take a nap now."
Literally. He's barely fitting on it.
He barely
He's
fits on this
barely on
tiny
it.
leather couch
It looks
with
like a
one
futon.
pillow.
It looks like a fucking futon
And
in
he's like, "I'm gonna
somebody's
take a sleep on-"
fucking garage.
And that's when Josh Weinstein comes in.
Josh Winefuck.
And he goes, "We did it, Sundance."
Yeah, he does say we did a Sundance, but then he says
He did it more
then
than
he's so
he-
rude to the lady he's with.
Okay, I have thoughts on this. Because then his girlfriend, Ima, is moving in with him. He's like,
Get out of here, go look at a fucking lamp.
and he
He
pats
tells
her
her
on
go
the
look at a lamp.
He pats her on the head.
Like she's stupid.
I think
Maybe
that
she's in the simulation.
at some
She has to look at the lamp to
Wait,
get
back to
out
the lamp?
to get out of Entourage. She's like, if I look harder, I don't have to live this life.
No, I was gonna say I think there's a thesis to be made on which women are considered valuable in the world of Entourage.
It's really interesting.
And the women who are the only women who are considered worth having in her life are women who hate you and yell at you. Those are the valuable
and
women.
brunettes with no boob jobs.
Yeah, those are. It's like
Yeah.
that's a woman of
You're
value.
blonde,
If
too
you're-
hot,
if
have
you're-
any work done.
If your girl
anything,
isn't yelling at you,
Yeah.
then why do you even have her around?
walk all over her. Tell her to go look at a fucking lamp like
Well, those
she's a moth.
Those are the worst girls. Apparently, that's a bad girl to have.
That's sad.
I think it's really
sad for that girl.
It's sad for that girl. I just think it's interesting that you think in a show like Entourage, the blonde girl would be the girl that we value.
And they're like, get the fuck away.
But they're like the girl we value and the relationships we value are loud man and louder wife.
Yeah. Then Josh Winefuck says, hey, by the way, JC, good job to Vinny. And Vinny's like, the fuck you talking about? And he's like, James Cameron's directing Aquaman. And I was like, oh, James Cameron Avatar. And then Turtle was like, this could be the most ass movie ever. And I thought that's all he was going to say. I was like, hell yeah, Turtle is so above his time. And then he goes, and it's good, or no, and it's going to make so much money.
I mean, he's not wrong. We just saw
I know,
Avatar
it's
Fire and
fucking
Ash,
ass.
and it's made so
It's called
much
Fire
fucking
and
money.
Ass.
Avatar Fire and Ass. These are correct
Keep spelling all
opinions.
of
These are
myself.
indigenous opinions you are receiving, and they're also correct.
Correct. What has he done by now?
Titanic was his last movie.
That movie's ass.
Yeah, I know. I
That
agree.
movie's fucking sucks. Also, they would be dead. Not because there's not enough room on the door. That water is ice freezing cold, and they're down in that little basement area like, oh, find a way out, Rose. Find a way out, Jack. They're dead. They're dead.
I don't give a shit about this.
It's a bad movie.
I was just saying that Turtle has
Also,
predicted that
I'd never
Cameron
seen
could
it.
make a shit movie and it would still make $1 billion.
Sienna and I were not allowed to watch Titanic as children.
I didn't want to.
Because my mom was like, that's so ass. And she was like, and we should be respecting the children who died on that boat.
she did say that.
And she's like, I don't care about these people. So then I didn't watch Titanic until like a year ago. And I was like, this is the worst fucking movie ever. The gem, and the old lady who's like, oh, I think back to that one guy I fucked for like 2 months on a boat. Not even 2 months.
I saw Titanic in 8th grade, and it was so fucking long. And I remember thinking, when is this going to be over? I was so tired. I was asleep.
So boring.
And then they were like, did you know this used to be on 2 VHSs? And I was like, why would we be watching this?
2 VHSs?
When it came out, it's so long, they couldn't put it on one VHS tape, but it came out, it had to be on 2.
Why is that a flex?
It's so boring.
When it's the most boring movie ever. And my entire life, people will be like, how have you not seen the Titanic? I saw it because it's real life. Because there's a spot, there's that immersive spot in Hollywood. I could go to that.
It's not immersive spot in there. It was for one time. The Titanic was doing a tour of like history of the Titanic. Our school went to it. Everyone gets a ticket. You go through a tour of the Titanic and the history of it, and at the end you find out if you lived or you died.
Also, I'm surviving the Titanic. As soon as it starts going, I full sprint up the Titanic while it's capsizing.
Well, you know that movie's fake, right?
Full sprint. I grab onto the ends. I hang out on top the whole time. And then it just goes down, and the Titanic's so big that it's going to sit like that. So I just hang out on top till someone comes to save me.
It's a terrible plan. Your arms are not strong enough. You would be too cold. Also, the Titanic never sank. That would be the Olympic.
Well, yes, that's the conspiracy theory.
We can't get into that. That's too much.
But I want to talk about the Titanic never sank.
The Titanic never sank.
The Titanic.
They swapped it with the Olympic.
It's an insurance thing. Policy.
The top of the Titanic did go down.
Eventually,
it's at the bottom of the ocean right now.
Well, then if I would be on top, that buys you enough time to hop onto all the other things around.
They've been going
away. You're alone at the top of the Titanic boat.
Okay.
The Olympic boat.
I'm running, grabbing materials, breaking off the board of the ship, and then creating my own boat.
Sandra, I've seen you carry things. You're not doing shit.
If it's life or death, I'm carrying everything.
That's not how it works.
It is. Your mind, you can unlock, you only know 10% of your brain. You can unlock the other percent of your brain to become stronger. It's like in fucking Split. Split. Horror movie. Really bad horror movie. The kind of correct science. He unlocks his brain where he grows his own muscles. And he turns into like a monster to kill the girls. Split
Are you done?
So good.
Are you done?
With saying correct facts? Yes.
Good. Let's move on.
10% of your brain.
God, I hurt my head, but it was worth it because I fucking hate when you talk about Split.
I love Split.
So everyone's excited for James Cameron to direct Aquaman except for E because E knows this might mean trouble for Vince.
Yeah, he's getting dropped. Who wants Vince?
So E gets in contact with Lloyd and he's like, please put me through to Ari. Lloyd says Ari's not supposed to be disturbed right now. He says, if I do, he said he'll chop me up like Benihana. And then he goes, and I tell him all the time I'm Chinese. Yeah. And you're like, what is happening here? And then he's like, please put me through to him. And Lloyd goes, fine, I'll let you through E because he's the only nice person in this whole fucking town.
And I was like, oh, Lloyd, you've been tricked.
E is not. E doesn't even do anything nice on the phone here. Lloyd's talking about microaggressions, open aggressions. Yeah. E is talking. Lloyd's talking about all kinds of shit, and he's like, just put Ari on. What has E done that's nice in this scene?
Nothing. He just shouts at him.
See, we could ignore E, and then they had to put in a line like,
isn't racist,
E is the only nice person in this whole fucking town.
Because Ari's racist, and he's constantly trying to assault Lloyd. Yes.
So Ari's in therapy with his wife. She's like, he's angry.
Wait, I didn't know. I thought he was in a work meeting.
No.
At first. And I was like, why is she like, he's so angry? I was like, did he lose the job for Aquaman because he's so angry?
No, he's in couples therapy.
And then I understood.
He's in couples therapy with his wife.
I'm sorry. This is the only time I've ever agreed with Ari. His wife needs to shut the fuck up. He gets a phone call and she's like, I told you to turn off your phone. And he's like, it's a fucking Wednesday at 12 p.m., bro. And he's like, you want to be able to go to country club, all these things? I'm like, yeah, I am so sick of her. Do you want a nice husband or do you want nice things? You can't have both. Because some of us chose nice boyfriend or husband. And we'll have nothing nice ever. We won't have the nice things. So you deserve bad, mean husband.
I think you can have nice husband and nice things.
No.
But also, the other thing that's happening
here... She doesn't get both.
...is he's not just picking up the phone normally. It's an emergency cell phone he has only
the
for
other
emergencies.
Cell phone, the emergency.
The bat signal cell phone. Yeah. And she's like, I can't just have 1 hour of the day. And he goes, you can have an hour if you want to live in Agora fucking Hills and go to group therapy. But he is saying that she nags. And she's like, I'm not nagging. I'm trying to have a relationship. And he's like, I just don't like nagging.
That's nagging, bro. She's nagging. She's nagging. You can have a relationship without nagging. It takes a nagger to know a nagger. I nag Oliver all day long. The other day he had to be like, can you please? It's a little much right now.
It's not my fault if I nag.
And I was like, you need to do this. You need to do that. You need to do this.
Get your shit together. I shouldn't have to tell you what to fucking do or get out of my house.
I agree with that.
That's how I feel.
I agree with that too. But I also think everybody nags everybody. You're the biggest nagger, actually. You nag me all the time. Siena's always like, sell your car.
Chandra's car is
Do this.
still for sale if anyone wants it.
Do that.
I don't have a parking spot.
I don't have a parking spot.
Until Chandra moves her car.
She doesn't want one because I tried to give her my parking pass.
Chandra,
she won't take it.
If guilt makes you move your car faster, then that's what we're going to do.
No, it just makes me shut down. Make me cry. Making me cry. Making me cry.
Okay.
For my car.
So
I'm trying to get rid of my car.
Ari takes the call. And E tells Ari he hears that James Cameron's doing the movie. And Ari's like, what the fuck? So Ari calls Lloyd. He's fucking angry. He wants to talk to Cameron. He wants to talk to Dana Gordon. He wants to talk to whoever's in charge of keeping in track of Warner Brothers. Pete Cole. So Lloyd goes, Pete Cole's supposed to let you know this. So Ari charges down to Pete Cole's office. And there's a guy in there. And he starts yelling at the fucking guy. He goes, Cameron's the director of Aquaman? And the guy in the office goes, that's awesome.
I didn't understand until the second watch that wasn't the guy. that was the mailman.
It's a great joke.
Because the girl goes, what just happened? Because he gets fired. And the girl goes, what just happened? He goes, I don't know. I just came in to bring Pete Cole's mail.
What happens is Ari comes into the room, sees a random guy, assumes it's Pete Cole. It's not. It's some kid from the mailroom. He screams at him a bunch. He's like, what do we pay you to do then? Get your card laminated and to go to a shelter and try to fuck Misha Barton? And then he fires this kid. Ari leaves. And the kid goes, what happened? And the lady goes, the kid, what happened? And he goes, I don't know. Mr. Gold just fired me. Now my life is over.
My life is over.
Unrelated to the whole situation.
Now my life is over.
It's such a fucking funny scene that Ari goes and fires a random kid.
I think by the end of the show, we need to rank Ari's crash outs. This was a pretty good one. This was really good. He was just screaming at everybody. He was just screaming on the phone. I think it's not as good as Josh Winefuck yet, but it's up there.
So Ari goes back to his office. He talks to Dana Gordon, and she was withholding the Cameron info. He's like, I got you that fucking job. We skipped over the fucked up thing, Ari said. Ben, note to put this earlier. Or maybe not. We could just say we skipped it. When he's walking, he's asking to get everyone on the line. He says, get me Dana Gordon or I'll fuck her harder than I did 92.
Yeah.
The narrative of sexual violence in this show is nuts for Ari specifically.
He's your favorite.
He's
your favorite. He's roofing people. He's assaulting people.
He goes, I got you the job. Why wouldn't you tell me this? And she's like, look, don't tell anyone, but we're going to wrap Cameron's deal and then we're going to wrap Vinny's deal. And she's like, don't worry. Alan loves Vince. His 14-year-old daughter has Vince posters all over the wall.
Which also is not a deciding factor of if you're going to hire somebody to be Aquaman.
It's a huge factor of things. People are really looking to their 14-year-olds. If you want to have any influence in the media business, you just got to go to people's children.
So I just need to go print out pictures of myself, go find famous directors and stuff, children's rooms, put my picture up, and then they'll be like, who's that? And they'll be like, I guess it says Chandra East. And they'll be like, I guess we're hiring her.
I'm glad that your plan is to hang your picture in children's bedrooms across the city.
Yeah, the
Chandra's
other plan would be
new
much
job-
worse if I was DMing children pictures of myself and be like, can you put this up in your room? That's how you get arrested.
I want your dad to see it.
Yeah.
Can you put this up in your room? I want your dad to see it.
Show your dad. Show Mr. Disney.
So then Ari is so happy. He dies on his phone and goes, Dana, like, if I wasn't married, I'd fuck you like we did in Cabo. And she goes, it wasn't Cabo. And he's like, it felt like Cabo. So then he hangs up. He's laying on his desk. He calls Lloyd and he goes, Lloyd, get in here. I want to make out with you. And Lloyd takes a beat and goes, coming.
Yeah. He literally goes, Lloyd, why is he bothering everybody?
Lloyd has such a great sense of humor.
And Lloyd is just so chill.
Lloyd is such a great character because they had someone who was just unaffected by Ari, like in such a nice and pleasant way.
And it makes me feel less threatened by Ari.
I'm
like, if Lloyd can deal with it and Lloyd's like, oh, whatever, I'm like, okay, we're okay.
Because like when he yells at Emily, and Emily's
Ari
like,
was starting to scare me.
Whatever, man. And they're walking, you're like, okay,
it's
this
creepy
is weird and intense and stuff.
Yeah.
But when Lloyd does it, I'm like, Lloyd's right.
I agree with
Lloyd. So this scene finishes, we go to the club, and the club won't let Billy Walsh in.
He's like, this is Vinny Walsh, Sundance guy. And the guy's like, sorry, Vince.
Well, he's like, he's going to win Sundance for a second time this year. And he goes, oh, let me let Billy Walsh into the club.
I don't remember what's his face looking so rough.
Billy Walsh?
Yeah.
They have him look rougher
He
and
looks
rougher through the show.
crazy.
It's like a thing. Boys love Billy Walsh. They think he's great.
Boys love a lot of fucking horrible things.
This is a boy's opinion.
Whatever. Then they
Boys
go
are
in
like, Billy Walsh
go in
only
the
gets
club.
better.
They go in the club.
And it's the weirdest
The
club.
weirdest club.
It
It's
looks
like
like
such a set weird club.
It looks like a living room.
Yeah.
There are all these women dancing on tables, but they are like
And
in
like
futuristic
neon
fishnets
undies
and weird
yeah.
wigs. It feels like a knockoff Fifth Element kind of thing. It's bizarre.
But they didn't finish the set.
And they're
so it still
sitting
feels like a set.
in a circle of chairs.
Yeah.
And then people are dancing around them while they talk. I could not talk if there was a woman standing right here dancing.
No.
I would be confused.
I would be like, she's going to kick me in the head on
I
next
would be so worried about getting kicked in the
She's
head.
gonna-
Or step on my hair. Or maybe I'm going to knock her down.
Yeah,
That's why we were
yeah.
like, am I going to knock
Just
her
I don't want
down?
any of it.
It's too
also
stressful.
like if she's a gorgeous person who's doing art, like shouldn't we be watching her?
Yeah, why is she behind
Why is
me
she
up
behind
high where
me?
I can't see her?
Yeah.
So they're all sitting in this area. And Drama is not going to get his calves. They're all chatting. And then Ian...
Drama doesn't decide not to get his calves.
Yeah, he does.
No, he doesn't. He just says, "Can we not talk about that right
Well,
now?"
what happens
He's
is...
got a girly girl on his shoulder.
Billy Walsh convinces
walks
him.
in and Billy Walsh just keeps being like, "I want to sit by that hot girl," and keeps moving everybody around.
Well, he says drama happiness is a state of mind.
Yeah, when Drama says, "How is my edit in the film?"
Oh, yeah.
And then Billy Walsh says, "Happiness is a state of mind." He's like, "Dude, it's like basically being like, shut the fuck up. Like, whatever it is what it is. You better be happy about it."
And I think that's what makes him accept his calves, though, right? That's what's happening
No, he
there.
never accepts his calves. I know this scene better than Siena does, apparently.
Then you explain
so
the whole
Billy Walsh is like goes to sit down, and then he's like, "Yo, Drama, I actually want to sit in that place because that girl's hotter. I want your girl." So then he makes Drama move, and Drama's like doesn't care because Drama's just too preoccupied thinking about his calves. And then they show up, and Ari's like, "What? Are we all late now?" And they're all like, "We're having boy time, having a good time." And then E gets a phone call, and the phone call's from Ari gets a phone call, and the phone call is from the lady, and she's like, "We're in on Aquaman, like your boy's in, basically, like we're ready to start going." And then he gets off, and then without skipping a beat tells E, and then E's like, "Are you sure, bro?" And then he tells Vinny, he's like, "You're Aquaman, bro." And they're all like, "Let's party, James Cameron, Aquaman." And then and then Vinny's trying to make out with that girl, and then the guy comes over, the server comes over, and is like, "Hey guys," to E and Ari, and is like, "Want to move over there? That's a way better spot. It's Leonardo DiCaprio's." And they're like, "Well, why is Leo not here, bro? Like, we can't take Leo's spot." Like, "Oh, he's in Paris, meeting to possibly do the lead role for some fish movie." And then E goes, "We're so fucked."
Because Leo's going to take the role of Aquaman.
As he should. If it's between Leonardo DiCaprio does not give me Aquaman.
It's crazy to imagine Leonardo DiCaprio as Aquaman.
I couldn't imagine him as a superhero. Like him and Timothée Chalamet, I can't imagine them going the hero route. It doesn't make sense. You can imagine Timothée Chalamet as a superhero?
I'm trying to think of what superhero I could imagine.
I could imagine him as some quirky little boy superhero where he's like sometimes he's invisible, sometimes he's not. And he's like the like I don't know. The Flash.
I can't picture him as Flash. You know he auditioned for Spider-Man, right?
Oh, that would have been horrible.
Timothée Chalamet would be interesting casting for Man.
I don't think that's a thing.
Yeah,
And it's nothing Timothée Chalamet is going to do.
I think it would be interesting if he did it.
Do we have anything else to say about the end of Entourage, the end of this episode?
Oh, well, Chandra, what do you think's going to happen next?
Wait. We missed a really funny Billy Walsh part where he meets Shauna and they've never interacted, and he goes, "Girl suit," and pushes her away.
He did say
Yeah.
girl suit.
I
Rude
told
guy.
you. Boys
Rude
just
guy.
like Billy Walsh.
He's rude guy.
You missed
That's
the funny
rude.
Billy Walsh joke of him being rude.
Yeah. To Shauna, who does not deserve that disrespect. I love Shauna.
His movies... the only reason he's gonna have a career is because Sean is gonna be fucking doing his career for him, putting it on the fucking cover of the fucking magazines.
Yep.
So maybe he
Yep.
should shut the fuck up.
Yep.
What do you think's gonna happen next?
I think that Leo's gonna get Aquaman, and then they're gonna actually bring on Leo into the show, and then they're gonna be like, "Bro," and then he's almost gonna do Aquaman, and then all of a sudden Leo's gonna get the role of Revenant, and then And then Vinny's gonna get super rough, and they're like, okay, you're back on Aquaman. And then he's gonna be so stupid and be like, no, you actually lost me for Aquaman. And then he's gonna sabotage his career again. And he's gonna be like, good, let's do an indie that makes no money. But then they're gonna somehow find a way to pay for their house. And Turtle's gonna have a great TV. See, that's my issue with this episode. Not nearly enough Turtle.
Not enough Turtle.
Not nearly enough Turtle. Even drama. It's
Barely
like it was
any Turtle.
good. I like the calf stuff, but that's all we got.
I can't believe you think this is a filler episode when it's basically all plot.
Not my favorite episode.
There is no
Turtle.
You wish it was more of a filler episode, is what you're asking for.
Honestly, yeah.
You're like,
give
this
me
is filler between
give me
Turtle's
Turtle
plot
and
line.
drama side quests, and
Oh
I'm
my
like,
God,
yes,
everything.
this is what the show's about. I do love that he said my favorite part when he said, I'm gonna slap Brad Pitt right across his face. I was like, yes, you will.
Love that it's a slap. Okay. Early
Because
Will
it's so
Smith.
disrespectful.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're ranking the episode now. The characters.
Bottom of mine. I'm gonna go Billy Walsh because he was disrespectful to Shauna. Then after Billy Walsh is gonna be Josh Winefuck because he was so rude to that girl. He said, "Go look at that lamp and pat her on the head." Then it's gonna be E because he's so boring and he sucks. Then it's gonna be Vinny because Vinny's an idiot and doesn't know what's going on this entire time, and he's gonna have somebody else do his architectural stuff digest. Then it's gonna be.
It's a strange offense you're taking that they're getting decorators for their houses. That's what rich people do.
I'm decorating my own fucking house. I'm a creative person, and they all need to grow up and be creative. They don't deserve that money. And then it's gonna be Ari, because Ari had a great crash out moment, and I agree with him that his wife needs to shut up because he provides for her and lets her do all the things that she wants. Bro,
Oh, he lets
two
her.
episodes.
He lets
okay,
her.
Fine.
He lets her. He lets her.
He pays for her to do all the things she wants. And she was the one last when he was going to the mansion. She was like, "I want 3 weeks in the Spanish
South of France.
South of France, whatever." Okay, you don't get that if he can't answer his damn emergency phone at noon on a Wednesday. So yeah, Ari, and then it's gonna go Turtle because Turtle got the big TV, and Turtle said he'd slap Brad Pitt in the face. And then it's going to be Drama because Drama's calves. He deserves to have his calves done.
Interesting. Ari's the bottom of mine. I'm mad at him. I think he is anti-art and fucking rude this episode, and he pissed me off. Then I'm going to go E because they keep giving E credit for things he hasn't done.
He hasn't done anything.
He hasn't done anything like E.
He just vibes and
you
they're
did
like,
it.
E, you did it. And he's like,
wait, we forgot to say at the end of the episode, Vinny points at E and Billy Walsh and goes, no one believed in these guys
oh my
but
God,
me.
that's the best.
So
Wait, how do we miss that?
fucking rude.
I love
That's
when Vinny
crazy.
said no one believed in them, but I did.
did.
And I'm like, this is amazing. Yes.
This is so fucking crazy.
When one of them, yes, no one believed in E and no one still believes in E.
The other one
but Billy
won
Walsh already
Sundance
won
without
Sundance
him.
before he ever even knew you, bro.
So not only
what
is
are you
it
talking about?
not only is it fucking rude, it's inaccurate. Billy Walsh already won Sundance by selling his own blood.
That's crazy.
And Vinny goes, no one believed in this guy.
No one believes in him, but
if
I
someone
did
pointed
a
me and said
stupid
no one
movie.
believed in them but me, I'd be like,
stupid movie.
fuck you.
Yeah. And they're like, we've always believed in you, Vinny.
Everybody believes in Vinny.
Yeah.
Okay, so Ari, E, then Vinny for doing that weird shit.
Yeah.
Only I believed in you guys. Shut
Yeah.
the fuck up. Then Drama, because I love that he gets his ass kicked. I think that's very funny and I enjoy it.
Yeah, it was good.
But Turtle's my number one because he's just hanging and being a good hang this episode. I wish we had more of him. What we got of him was funny. I like that he thinks the muscles are CGI. I like that he looked
They
at Vin.
are.
I like that he looked at Vinny and said, "You're not strong. They'll CGI you."
Exactly.
Turtle wins. Turtle wins. Turtle wins. Turtle wins.
Mine was Drama, but that's the same thing. We need
not the
we
same
need a
thing.
Turtle Drama. Yes, they're the both best characters.
Yeah, but
we
they
need
have
a total drama. We did a
turtle drama.
Turtle drama spin-off where it's just them. It's just them vibing.
The turtle drama. No, I want the drama prequel series.
Ugh. Why does his breath smell so disgusting?
What'd you do, Ghoul?
It smells like ass.
Ghoul, come.
Check it and wrap the
Hold on.
episode and then
1 second. Oh!
What is that?
Why does your breath smell like ass? What'd you eat?
Siena's dog breath smells like ass. We'll see you next week for Hug It Out, bitch. Like and subscribe, comment.
Listen.
Repost the real. Don't just watch the clips.
Watch listen to the episode. Also, make sure that you watch the next episode of Entourage 205 before you come back, so
watch
you can
it
have
the
fun
night
with
before
them.
we release our episode.
You got
Monday
it,
night.
man.
Watch it Tuesday night.
205.
Listen. I need to wash my hands so bad. He just licked my hands.
That stinky poop. Did you eat a poop somewhere? Did he go outside and eat a poop? He was outside for a little bit. We just haven't smelled his breath. His breath smells like